if we want to be sincere with ourselves, the March 9th governorship election in Lagos State is a straight battle between APC and PDP. If we want to be sincere with
Why
ourselves.
do you think that a person like Badamasi would not stand a chance, being that the 2019 elections has thrown up a lot of new candidatures, and some of them are personalities who are strong outside of politics. Like Badamasi, we saw him during the debate, although some people say debates don't win elections, but he's a strong personality who has interesting ideas. Why do you not think that he would be a strong contender? Whether he's on the PDP ticket or not, doesn't his personality speak to certain people?
You see, what wins election is more than somebody just appearing like this. Elections are won by people in the grassroots. How many politicians of President Buhari's stature that is assured of 12 million votes, whether he spent 1 kobo or not? How many? Now let's just go to the last presidential elections. We had the likes of Professor Kingsley Moghalu, a material for any country, anytime, any day, capable to be the president of any country, anytime, any day. You have the likes of Femi Drotoye. You have the likes of the ACPN woman, Madam Due Process. We had Showore. You know, we were just looking at the results.
The impact all of them had was just barely tens of thousands.
That's exactly what we were just looking at the results of the last election.
But that's presidential. This is Lagos.
No, listen, I'm just telling you, wait now. We discovered that all the other 71 political parties or candidates, their votes put together is not up to 1 million. All of them, 71 candidates. I think they have about 960-something thousand. Now let's come to Lagos. Yes, BOG is fondly called by his supporters. Fantastic guy on the debates. Don't forget this man, I don't see him as an outsider. He's still a member of PDP. He has always been.
Contesting in 2011,
he has always
2015.
been. But because he realized the fact that with an Agbaje around, there was no way he could get the PDP ticket, he quickly looked for another ticket. And if you look at the level of our politics, my dear, I have been a journalist. I have covered elections in the past 25 years. What wins election is the ability to say at Koshofe, something happened there. You pick your phone. Baba Lagbaja, they said something is happening within your area. What is happening? Report back. You mentioned anywhere, Igodo. You pick your call. There must be somebody that is representing you there. That is politics. When you're talking of Lagos election, it has a lot of things to do with the structure. What are the structures you have in place?
Just to hold that thought, we have a video of the CUPP endorsing Mr. Badamasi as their gubernatorial candidate. When we come back, we'll talk about how much on ground he is. We'll be right back after the break.
Barely 3 days to the governorship elections in Nigeria, and in Lagos, the Coalition of United Political Parties, CUPP Lagos chapter, has endorsed the candidate of the Action Democratic Party, Babatunde Badamasi.
The outcome of the 2019 presidential elections last month has further confirmed the fears of many Nigerians for the future unity and well-being of the nation under our present crop of leaders. In appreciation of these fears, 33 political parties under the Coalition of United Political Parties, CPP, met and agreed to put resources together to ensure a break from the past 20 years that Lagos has been ruled by one party.
Regarding widespread electoral violence that bedeviled the February 23rd presidential elections in Igbo-dominated parts of Lagos, the CUPP endorsed candidate insists that Lagos State remains home for all tribes.
The question of indigene or no indigene has never really been a factor in Lagos. And this stems from the fact that Lagos was built anyway on the on the back of waves and waves of immigration, starting from as far back as the 16th century. I think it's unarguable that perhaps the biggest member of the CUPP is the PDP, and they were a beneficiary of the CUPP initiative at the national level when His Excellency incoming President Atiku Abubakar was adopted as the consensus candidate of the CUPP. I'm happy that in Lagos, obviously, I'm the beneficiary. I'm very happy at that.
Just recently in January, the CUPP secretary in the state had publicly adopted the SDP gubernatorial candidate, Dr. Adetokunbo Pierce, as the consensus candidate for the governorship election under the aegis of the Lagos Coalition of Political Parties. The question is, how come this vote face?
In the past few weeks, you will recall that the party has been embroiled in one legal suit or the other. And it has really affected the morale of the voters.
With Lagos sitting as the most powerful stronghold of the incumbent All Progressives Congress APC, fronting Babajide Sanwo-olu as the party's gubernatorial candidate in the coming elections, will this endorsement do any magic to the chances of the newly endorsed candidate in this Saturday's elections? Plus, will the PDP's strong efforts to wrest the state from the APC affect the election equation? The voters will decide. Mary Chinda for Plus TV Africa.